So there's a lot of structure scattered out on the Wet and Wild site. I fished 3 different spots. I'm headed to a 4th right now. And I'm catching fish on all of them, but mostly it's triggerfish. I've caught 3 flounder. One of those was a keeper. So we'll fish this spot, and then we'll probably head on back in, maybe fish the rock jetty at St. Andrew State Park. See if there's anything there. It's been kind of slow. Where we're going now is a place called Lost Pontoon, and I don't know what they mean by Lost Pontoon. It's just some structure they sunk out here. Most likely the state of Florida or Bay County sunk the structure that was all of this structure out here. Another little triggerfish. He's too small. But they're nice. Okay. There we go. That's better. It's a trigger, but I don't know if it's a keeper. It's a big fish. Nice trigger. I think he's only about 13 and a half, but we'll check him. And not quite 13 and a half, he's right at 13. Nice fish. I'm in 68 feet of water, right on the edge of this piece of structure that was sunk out here called Lost Pontoon. That piece of structure is probably, gosh, I don't know, probably 10 or 12 feet above the bottom. A lot of stuff, at least high relief. The triggers are willing biters. They'll bite just about anything. You don't need specialized equipment for them. This is a 7-foot medium heavy freshwater rod with a Cadence 3000, 15-pound Power Pro braid, 30-pound Berkeley Trilene monofilament leader, 1-lot circle hook, 3/4 ounce weight, little bitty pieces of squid. You can use shrimp, you can use bait. Bait's a little bit more difficult because it takes them longer to eat everything down to the hook because they got little mouths. All right, well, I just pulled up on the rock jetty at St. Andrew State Park. That's St. Andrew State Park over here to my right. And we're sitting in about, I don't know, about 30 feet of water, but it slopes pretty good from the causeway or the riprap out this way to about 55 feet. It's just a place to start. I don't know if there's any fish here or if anybody's even been catching anything. I haven't even really paid attention. This year I've been so concentrated on catching red snapper, I hadn't even been out here. But we're going to fish here and see what we can do. So what I'm going to use is my Cadence 3000 with 15-pound braid. I've got a #1 bait holder hook. Then I've got 2 little split shot just to get it down to the bottom. I just hook him through his head. Drop it down. That's all there is to it. Basically what the bite will feel like is kind of like a pinfish or a bluegill, just a little bump. And so if I feel a little bump, then I'll raise my rod tip just up a little bit to see if I feel pressure. If I do, then set the hook. And sometimes he'll just eat it and swim away, and it's just like catching snapper or anything else. Sheepshead have fairly small mouths, like the triggerfish. Got big teeth, so I'm using a very small hook in hopes that it'll get in his mouth or catch him in the lip. Grouper. Nice species, wrong size. Pretty fish. So what I'm fishing here is the old causeway. So I don't know how long ago, it's been a long time ago, there was a stone causeway that ran down through here. It's underwater now. Top of it's probably 8 or 10 feet deep, and 40 or 50 yards west of me, I'm sitting in 35 feet of water on the edge of it. This is the old riprap that used to be here years ago, that made the beach. And then they built the new riprap down through there, and so there's more beach out on the front side for people to enjoy. But because this is it's a fairly steep drop, the rock forms kind of a wall, and so as the tide's coming in or going out, it doesn't make any difference. It's in here, it's always the same. It speeds the current up a little bit. So I dropped down a 2-ounce weight. It's behind the boat, probably not even on the bottom. It's up off the bottom and floating. It's hard to keep a bait on the bottom. I don't have anything bigger than 2 ounces in the boat. Another little grouper. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button. If you learned something, I'm happy for you. We're going to do it again tomorrow. I don't know if I'll go offshore or not. Depends on what the wind's like. If it's like it was today, it's beautiful. I'll go back offshore. This is a spot here that I usually fish in the wintertime, where I'm sitting right now, so I'll probably be back, I don't know, maybe tomorrow. Depends on what the weather's like. I like it better as the temperatures get colder, because then I have less traffic. traffic today hadn't been too bad right here. Of course, we haven't been here very long. But I appreciate you watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.